Hello Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today we're going to be making a cute Christmas card using the Christmas Friend stamp set, along with the Take a Bow Designer Series paper and the Festive Glimmer paper. Okay, before we get started on our project, let's go over some buzz-worthy business of the day. We have our paper pumpkin kit, Notes from the Heart. It's going to make 9 projects, and Blackberry Bliss is going to be the stamping spot. We also have the Merry Tags and More Dies add-on, $12 for 3 dies that coordinate with October, November, and December paper pumpkin kits. Those are while supplies last. You can visit my blog at honeybeestampinhive.com for all of the promotions and sales going on with Stampin' Up, and there is a link in the description box for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin. You can also find that link on my blog. Next, we have our host code. This is the code I want you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 or more, do not use this host code because you're going to qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free product from Stampin' Up, and I don't want you to miss out on any of your freebies, okay? That is all of our buzzworthy business, so let's go ahead and get started on our project because we have a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to start off by stamping. So we have some scrap white here. I'm going to get my images and some Tuxedo Memento black ink. And we're going to stamp these images. I'm going to put one here. We have one that we're going to put right there. That's all we need the black ink for. Then I have some real red ink. And we're going to stamp our sentiment, Happy Holidays, and we're going to put that right up here like that. Okay, so let me get some grid paper, some scrap grid paper, because we have grid paper down, but I want to get some scrap grid paper because we're going to do some coloring. So I'm going to color our moose here, and we're going to be using pecan pie. And I'm going to take this light pecan pie. And I'm going to color our moose. Okay, that's the light. We're going to get some dark. We're going to go over these little shadow lines here. Just a little. And we're also going to do the dark on his mouth and nose. As well as his antlers. Okay, so that's all we needed the dark for. And now we're going to take our light and blend in that dark that we put on there. We're just going to go right back over everything so we can blend it all in. Okay, so then we have some Granny Apple Green that we're going to color on the scarf. Oh, I wanted to start with the dark because we're going to just do little edges on the dark. Not very much, just a little. And we're going to blend that out with our light. I'm using the wrong end. You can use that brush end, but I like using the bullet tip better because I have more control. It depends on how you are. For my hands, I like this one. This end, the little bullet tip end, because I can control it better. So now we're gonna go do the same thing with Real Red, light and dark. So I'm gonna take the dark and just go in a couple of places on here, because it's not really a big space to blend, so I don't want to put too much. And I should have kept that green out because we're going to need that, because I'm going to do Real Red on his socks here. And some Granny Apple Green on his skates. Oh, and then I wanted to do Granny Apple Green at the top of his socks there. Then I have some Smoky Slate. We're going to do light Smoky Slate. And we're going to do that at the bottom of the skates here for the blades. And we're also going to take that, go on our little mouse here. Then I'm going to get some dark Smoky Slate, go around the edges of this mouse, not too much. We're going to get Pretty in Pink, and this is the dark, and we're going to do the inside of the ears, his little nose, and his tail. And I do need the Granny Apple Green light again, because that is going on our little book here. And then we're going to take our color lifter and get this color onto our mouse. Okay, there's our mouse, and then we have to go back to the Real Red because I'm forgetting. Oops. Oh, well, that brush tip on that needs to be replaced. Well, not replaced, but I'd have to replace my Real Red. We have to do that bow. Then I have Dark Daffodil Delight here. We're going to do our bell. Okay. So now these stamps do have dies that coordinate with them. However, I did not buy the stamps. I mean the dies. So I'm going to cut this out like this. We're going to put this to the side, and we're going to get the Happy Little Things dies. And I have this small label here, and we're going to die cut our sentiment. About right there. Let me get some washi tape to hold this down. Ooh. I'm gonna hold that down. We'll get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're gonna run this through. There's our sentiment there. Okay, and ahead of time I went ahead and colored these and fussy cut them out because I did not buy the dies. They do have coordinating dies. Some people ask me why I don't buy dies to certain things. I like to fussy cut, and if the image is simple enough, I'll go ahead and fussy cut it because I want to save money to purchase other stamp sets and products so that I can have more things to share with you. So, but yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to getting this card together. So we have a card base here of Real Red, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Burnished that score line down. I went ahead and got our inside together. This is basic white 3.5 by 4 3/4, and we decorated it with 3/4 by 4 3/4 of designer series paper with about an 1/8 inch of the Festive Glimmer. And we're just going to go ahead and put this on the inside of our card. And I'm put that down with some Stampin' Seal. Then I have some basic white here. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to layer onto that some Festive Glimmer paper that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So let's get that put together. I'm going to put this on the red so I can see it. I can see the edges a lot better. Just like that. Okay. And then I have some designer series paper. I have one that is 3 3/4 by 1 5/8. Then I have a piece that is 2 3/8 by 1 5/8. Another piece that is 2 5/8 by 1 5/8. Then we have 1 1/4 by 1 5/8 and a 1 inch by 1 5/8. Okay, so we're going to add all of these to our panel of the Festive Glimmer. If I can get my adhesive here to work for me. So I'm going to put this down here, giving it a nice little border. And I'm going to put my little red piece here. This is the 2 5/8. Is that say? Yeah, 2 5/8. I wrote it on there. I didn't even realize. Sometimes I remember these things. I think that one is the spacing. I won't push it down because I'm not sure. I have to. This one is the 2 3/8 by 1 5/8. Come on. I have to make sure my spacing is good before I press that down. So I want this one about right here. Like so. So that means I need to move this one down just a tad bit. Okay. And this is the 1 inch piece, 1 inch by 1 5/8. And we're going to put that one right here, like that. And then we have this is a 1 1/4 by 1 5/8. Oh man, I hope I've been in frame. I just realized I moved the paper. Hopefully it's been in frame. Okay, so now we have all that down. We can put all of this onto our card base. So I'm gonna put this onto our card base. What is this? Glue. Let's try to center it. Let's try to get it centered and straight. Okay, I'm going to get some mini dimensionals. Where's my take your pick tool? I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of our sentiment label. Okay, so we're going to put our sentiment up here like that. Then these are the images I colored ahead of time. Of course, I told you I colored these, so it's basically the same thing, except for I fussy cut these two out. We're going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of those. Okay, so I got dimensionals on the back of everything. I took off the backings, and we're going to put our little moose right here. I want to put him more on the red, I think. I'm going to put him right there. We're going to get our little mouse and sit him up here like so, just like that. And that is the card done. What do you think? I like it. I think it's super cute. You get to see a lot of the designer series paper. I love it. It's super cute. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.